We got a special guest in the studio right now, and over the weekend, PERRYSBURG's having their Ice Fest, which means it's just a bunch of people out enjoying the ice.
Yeah. But wait, I seen something on Facebook or a clip that was up, and it was really cool. It was like even like snowman or an ice, like it was halfway melting or something. It just had that look. It was just really cool.
Huh.
Okay, come on now.
And one of the world-renowned, I mean, he goes, travels all over and does ice sculpturing, and his name's Ryan Roth, and he's in the studio with us right now. Hey, what's going on, Ryan?
What's happening, man?
What's up, brother? How are you?
Doing well, yourself?
Oh, you're looking good, man. You look like an ice sculptor, bro. You look like a dude that just spent hours and hours alone playing with ice.
About it, too.
How do you become an ice sculptor?
Being white is the first thing.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. Okay, that's a good question. Are there any black ice sculptors? How many? Come on.
There's a few. I've run across a few.
How many?
Just saying that.
How many?
No.
In the last
There's a
few
couple
years,
black
how many?
hockey players.
No, there's
Yeah,
a bunch up in Detroit. Come on now.
Don't just name it. No. It's a couple of white guys from Sterling Heights. They don't live in my neighborhood.
No, Henry Ford's got a program. So.
Damn. All right, Ryan. So, how do you become an ice carver?
About a little bit over a year ago, I got called by Chad Hartson, who owns Ice Creations out of Napoleon, and we'd gone to school together. And I'd always done art stuff and painting and drawing and music and stuff like that. So it's the art side of it's always been there. And he'd been carving for about 15 years and paved his way doing that and started that company. And he'd been traveling all around doing festivals and that kind of stuff, and has got the business to the point where he could bring on other carvers and that kind of stuff. So I got the opportunity to do that, and at that point it was just learning the tools and everything else and just starting to create.
And what do you use? You use chainsaws? What else do you use? Like picks, I'm guessing. What?
Chainsaws, die grinders. We modify a lot of tools, which is why you don't see a whole lot of ice sculptors with sponsorships, because they don't like what we do to them. We take off all the safety features and stuff like that. Sharpen them up.
Have you had any accidents?
I've lost a couple bits of flesh on the fingers.
Really?
Broken a couple fingers and a couple toes this season, but
How do you break toes? What are you doing?
drop blocks of ice on them.
Oh, yeah.
The blocks we use
they
go anywhere
make
from
steel toe boots, right?
Yeah, but they get real cold in the winter. So they go anywhere from 275 to 350 pounds a block. So we'll be wielding those around this weekend.
Wow.
Dude, where all do you go?
We do Frankenmuth big festival every year. We do Traverse City. We actually just got back from their big comedy festival up there. And,
which, by the way, apparently, and I'm gonna put the comedy festival on blast. They had open mic, and there was comics from Michigan that went to the open mic, and when they got there to perform, the comedy festival were charging the comics to perform. That is a bunch of crap.
Oh,
That's not nice.
They have never featured a Michigan comic.
Yeah. It's
Never.
in Michigan. They've never had a Michigan comic there.
all right, settle down.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Wow.
Stephen H. may take offense to that.
They've never had a Michigan comic at the Traverse City Michigan Comedy Festival. That's why I didn't even look it up. I was like, that's all right. I can tell jokes for no money at other places.
Like on the Andrew Z show.
I don't need to get up and travel to do nothing. I'm good.
All right, so
This guy's voice. I'm sorry, we're sidetracking, but since we're in a sidetrack mode, this guy has the perfect wrestling guy voice.
Ooh.
I just been listening and then adding in brother while he's talking.
That's great, brother.
In your head, like championship. But I've been just listening to we have a few tools we modified them, and I'm taking to the cage. That's all I've been hearing, just hearing talk. That's the best voice for this.
let me hear you talk some more.
Just answer my question.
What are some of the things that you've made out of ice?
Well, brother, we've made all kinds of stuff, man. We've drink luges. We make all kinds of stuff for weddings and bridal parties and bachelorette parties. Though it gets a little creative, but we do all kinds of stuff.
I'm pretty sure
animals, birds, frogs, people, human figures.
I'm pretty sure I know exactly what you've made for a bachelorette party.
I'm going to guess that I'll give you 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count.
About 4 feet tall for some reason.
All the women are taking drinks out of the giant man part.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's an ice festival in, I think, Houghton, Michigan, up in the UP. Have you guys ever been there? And
I have not.
I have been there.
Okay.
Yeah, get up on that mic, bro.
I have been there.
Turn it towards you. You can grab it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
pretend it's a bachelorette party penis.
I've been there once before, but it's a lot of locals. that
Okay.
do it up there.
What is the oddest thing that you've had either one of you have had to make?
A living?
Yeah, a paycheck.
What do you think? So I'm guessing a man part is a pretty odd
Yeah,
one.
that's
Are you good at making those?
Have you had a lot of practice?
Probably a little better than we want to admit.
What's sad is I've had one for 36 years, and I had to Google one to get perspective, just so I could do it. I'm like,
well, you
His
want
ankle's bad. I need to.
And once
You want it a little bigger.
Right.
but yeah, we do.
Wait, when you Googled it, did you Google a white one or a black one?
You had to go black.
Yeah.
You never go back.
Yeah. Once you carve black, you never go back.
But yeah, naked lady luges,
Ah.
stuff like that. I mean,
Do they take hours and hours?
average about an hour and a half.
Oh, that's
Really?
not bad.
Oh, I would think
Yeah,
it would
for
take
one
longer.
block. I mean, some take longer, some don't. I mean, it just depends on the
Now,
piece. And how big
if
it
I
is.
want one of those for a wedding or something, what do those things run? $100, $200, $300? What is it?
You're
On average.
You're starting at about 180 going
Okay.
up from there.
Okay, so 400 somewhere around there, depending on what you want or whatever. Oh, cool. And then this weekend, what are you going to be making? Do you have your assignment? Do you know what you're going to make at the PERRYSBURG Ice Fest?
Yeah, we have all kinds of crazy stuff
Yeah.
going on. We have a Bill Murray sculpture. He's going to be holding a beer and eating a hot dog.
Why?
Yeah,
Just random?
It's
that's
for
what
Swigs.
Yeah, Swigs ordered that up. I get to do that when I get back to the shop today. So
We have like a Wizard of Oz one.
there's just they ordered a lot of faces this year. I did a Nefertiti bust and girl drinking a bottle. So, yeah.
Do you ever have like a Giza pyramid moment where you just like accidentally knock off the nose and you're like, screw it, we're going with it?
St. Joe's 2 weeks ago. Middle of a competition, I knocked off 18 inches of a leaf and I knocked off his arm.
So what happened? What'd you do? What'd you do?
You don't even want to admit this.
I don't want to admit this. Like
right.
this is going on wax, so I got to be careful.
Okay.
The arm fell off, and I had 3 minutes left in the competition, and that gives you no time to reseam, a piece of ice back on and refreeze it back on. So the hand shattered, so it pretty much was just a stub at the elbow.
Yeah.
And I had to put it back on. Well, the only way I could get it on this frog, it was climbing up a leaf, was to wrap it around its body. Well, that immediately put it right here.
Oh, by his junk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I entered the
frog
competition with the only masturbating frog.
You could have at least said it was like a frog version of Michael Jackson.
It looked like it because his one arm was up like this and his other one was down.
Good. That's great.
It worked. It worked on the
worked.
fly.
Entitled
Yeah.
the Beast Beat It.
Innovative.
It was bad.
All right, well, Ryan Roth, world-class ice sculptor, is going to be at the 2014 Ice Fest going on in PERRYSBURG. Is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday? What is it?
It's Friday and Saturday. There's a competition Friday that starts at 5, goes to 8 o'clock, and then Saturday there's a competition that starts at noon and goes till 4.
Very cool, man. It
Wow.
sounds like fun, you guys. And Bill Murray eating a hot dog, drinking a beer, right? We can
Yeah.
look for that one in front
Yeah,
of
look for it.
in front of
Look for it.
Swig.
It'll be big. So
Wow.
Do you guys keep any of the sculptures?
no, we don't. And
They're made out of ice gas.
I know they're made out of ice.
So-
My second question would have been: do you put them in do you have a freezer on the thing? I know how to answer questions, Andy. Slow down. It was a 2-part thing. Are there some that you really like that you wanted to keep that you were really proud of? You sing maybe a Wayne that you were really proud of. I like this. It was nice.
That's a white term right there.
Wayne, I've been hanging out with y'all too long. You know?
A wang.
Yeah. Like were there any day like you look back like, wow, that's one I'm gonna tell people about that I made.
Yeah, we have had some that we've practiced in shop, that were practiced for competition, and we have pretty big freezers. We have one of our freezers is 17 feet by 47 feet, and the other one's 24 feet by 36 feet.
It's huge.
So, I mean, they're huge freezers,
Yeah.
and we'll set the sculptures in there and change them up a little bit and work on them a little bit in the freezer, when we're practicing for competitions and stuff like that.
Cool.
So.
And have you ever had one that melts too early, like
Yeah.
before the event or something? Like you make it ahead of time, and you're like, oh man.
That'd be hilarious if it was the penis one.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
Too many ladies say that already.
I know.
It's going down too
Do they
fast.
say that to you?
This is supposed to happen. Not yet.
That's what they're explaining.
Party isn't over yet.
They're like, this never happens, right, guys?
Never happens.
Oh gosh, and we hate that.
I know you do. All right. Well, you guys, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. Ryan Roth, and then Ryan Roth's master as well is here this weekend at Perrysburg Ice Fest. Check it out Friday and Saturday, all over downtown Perrysburg, Louisiana, and all that area. It's really
That's
fun.
really cool.
We've been there. We go every year. Take the kids out there. So we'll see you guys
That's
out there.
neat.
Cool.
And Bill Murray eating a hot dog, drinking a beer sounds like a wonderful, wonderful opportunity.
Take a picture of that one.
I
I'll be out of
definitely will.
town.
All right, thank you, fellas. Appreciate it. We'll take a break. We'll come right back.